maybe that's going to change after what happened over the last couple of match weeks. Talking match weeks 28 and 29, we have to start, I suppose, with the starting 11 derby here. Chelsea going up to Arsenal. 2-1 Arsenal win.
Yep.
All props to them. I have no problem with them winning. I have a problem with the way that match was officiated because it was hot
I would agree.
garbage.
I would agree.
Uh, yeah, like the one thing balancing out, and of course all goals are going to come off of corners, which is how each team is not just Arsenal. Each team have been making their bread and butter until the last couple of weeks, where Chelsea actually scoring from run of play, which has been new for them.
Hmm.
Uh, the holding in the box got to a point where basically Chelsea had a backpack for every corner, and they had twice as many corners as Arsenal did. Like Chelsea, even though they go down a man because Pedro Neto has to get his head checked
Yeah.
because I don't know what he's thinking. How can you say? How can Pedro Neto say he didn't know about the first yellow card? Like, there's like, of course, you
That's
didn't see it on
insane
camera,
to me.
but yeah, but you could see him give him the yellow card because you turned away. Doesn't excuse it.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And it was a dumb tackle to make. It made no sense of doing a scissor tackle in a spot like that. Like like Arsenal was never threatening even from the run of play. Just keep
Hmm.
him to the outside. This just didn't make any sense. And I think, and when being one of the senior members on the team, Neto, you have to think ahead to these things. And it's another red card. Set a Premier League record for red cards now. Congratulations to Chelsea Football Club.
Congratulations, Chelsea. That's a record
This is
everybody wants and strives for.
this is something that they want to. Could you imagine if they actually played 11 aside for 9 matches? Now, I think they won one of those matches, maybe two. So, uh, yeah, just the backpacking is ridiculous. Declan Rice getting his elbow up, motioning his elbow up to hit the ball while on the guy's back, and that not being called a penalty, of course, gets you know it gets back in Chelsea's favor when the Arsenal gets an own goal on them. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's another one with that whole thing with the punch with David Wright punching the ball out, and people saying, "Well, he got the ball first. That's not a penalty and stuff like that." I don't think anybody's complaining about the punch out. It's a good play by Raya. Just Joao Pedro's being held by the waist. His arms are tucked into himself, and he can't jump. Then you see a little further up, you see Trevor Chalobah being held. There's another guy right on someone else's back. It's ridiculous with the stuff they were letting go. And
It
all this is
is.
going to
I will
do.
agree with that. It is ridiculous the stuff they were letting go. And like I'm not going to excuse Arsenal doing it, but they have to officiate it. That is what will stop teams from doing shit like
Yep.
that.
Yeah, all it's going to do is just like you see some people wanting asterisks on Arsenal shit. It's like, no, 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 no. They were the reason why Arsenal is winning is the same reason Liverpool did last year. They've been so consistent. They play the
Yeah.
same football game every time. It's a boring, baloney game. Like, all I hearken this to is like the New Jersey Devils in hockey. When they first started getting good, when Jacques Lemaire went over and he introduced the left wing lock to people, and they didn't know what to do with it. This is Arsenal
Yeah.
football. Get your goal, sit back, and also the Blackguards are going to come into it. Not like this Chelsea stuff. Chelsea shoots themselves in the foot. They can't defend corners. It's not just like, oh my god, they almost blew it to Wrexham, for God's sakes, because they
I
can't
know.
they can't
I
defend.
know.
Oh my god, and you didn't want to go into penalty kicks. Not with the lineup he put in there. Oh my god, terrible.
No.
But Chelsea escaped,
Yeah.
pie in the face there at the race grounds. But your thoughts just on the derby itself, for as slow and boring a match as it was, you guys come out on top. That's got to feel good, knowing what's going to happen in a couple hours from your rivals, I guess you could say.
Yeah, beating Chelsea felt good because, winning games feels good. And that's got to be something that just continues for the rest of the season if we want to accomplish anything, because we are deep into 4 competitions now, and either something's going to give in some of them and focus is going to go to the others, or we're going to keep winning. And like that's just the story of Arsenal season, is they've been really consistent and they've won a lot of games.
Yeah,
I think I read a stat that we haven't lost to anyone in the league who is less than fifth in the table. We're getting points at least out of games that we might have lost in the past. And I get really frustrated when everybody's like, "Oh, we got to put an asterisk if they win the title and all of this shit," because we're scoring goals from corners because we defend well. It
yeah,
might not be the beautiful flowing attacking football of the past, but we haven't won a title in 24 years. I don't care.
yeah.
You know what I
Uh,
mean?
you guys are
Not 24 years, but 22 years. I
22
don't
years.
care how we win. I
Yeah,
just care that we win.
yeah.
And
The dark
that's
arts
just
be
where I'm at.
damned at this point. This is like for a club like Arsenal. This is way too long. This is way too long. Like FA Cups and Community Shields are fine.
Yeah.
I guess the FA
Yeah.
Cups is pretty good, but who gives a shit about the last exhibition game of the
Like
year,
I
the
don't even
Community
care about
Shield?
the Carabao Cup. We play the final against City in a few weeks. Like throw the under 23s out there. I don't give a shit. Like
You do,
I know
yeah.
that
You do not throw any.
there's pressure to like win a trophy because we haven't won a trophy with Mikel Arteta in almost 6 years. I don't care about that either. Like there are more important things this year. Just the Carabao Cup would be nice, sure. I hope we win it, but I don't want to see like the top week in week out players playing in that Carabao Cup final, and I think
No.
they probably will. That's the
Uh,
thing.
well, it all depends, I guess. Maybe on you got what is it in a? Is it less than a month? The FA Cup was it 3 weeks, something like that?
Something like that.
The final. Yeah, I wouldn't put anybody out there that you might have to see in the FA Cup final.
I
Uh,
would agree with that.
yeah, you don't run any kind of systems like that. You see what you guys can do. If you guys have it close, then you put in subs. I'm
And you
sure
know
this
what?
is what City's going to do as well.
And you know what? We have depth in the squad where we can play other players in like the
Hmm.
Carabao Cup final. So utilize the squad.
And
don't
you don't want to
don't
pick
do
up an
this.
injury in that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.